Yo, welcome artists and art fans. Thank you guys for tuning into the only spot where we talk to your favorite Instagram artists about their trade tools and tips. I'm your host, the real Zim Zima, and you guys are on Chatting with Zim. Today on episode 57, guys, we got an awesome graffiti artist all the way from the West Coast, ECDoner, or aka Eating Cops Donuts. Love that handle. Eating _cops _donuts. So we're just gonna wait here while he comes into the show. My name is Betsy. What's going on, Betsy? Thank you for joining. Shout out to her and the whole DVC crew. Eating Cops Donuts. There he is. Man, myth, and legend. So while we get him up here, let me go ahead and get you in here, ECD, bro. So while we're waiting for him to join the show, let's just a reminder that go to Facebook or not even Facebook. Nobody cares about Facebook anymore. I'm just joking. Remember to go to YouTube and definitely check out Chatting with Zim. All the shows have been updated. So everything's on there. Shout out to my past two hosts. We got Dizzy, Dezelasi. So Dizzy, DZHELASI. That was my last show on episode 56. So make sure you check her out. Also, Sketching the Beast, Juan de la Torre, and who else? And I think that, and many, many more, guys.
What's up?
What's up?
I was on a phone call. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good, man. Got you loud and
I was supposed to have some fucking come by. They're not coming by. That's how that works. Here's the area.
Oh, snaps.
How you doing today?
Man, I am good, bro. Right now, I got my little girl. She's upstairs doing her thing. I think she's on like YouTube or something. So definitely got that going on. Let's go. So here it is. Eating Cops Donuts. Also, guys, I see Respect the Artist in the house as well. Make sure you guys definitely go follow Respect the Artist. They got Dream Out Loud. So Electra, that's the host. They be interviewing artists as well. Not just drawing or, artists. They artists of all genres. We're talking about singers, you know what I mean? All types of artists, graffiti artists and whatnot. So anything in that art form, definitely go check them out. Definitely doing good for the community as well. So kudos.
So this is the last one I was working on. It's like a thermal sticker with some Posca.
Sweet, brother. So, man, West Coast. Originally from there, dude?
Nah. So I was born in like a tiny ass little town in Georgia that sucks.
Okay,
and then I moved to Vegas when I was a kid. Yeah, I mean, if you're into racism and high school football, that's your fucking town. But like, not for me,
No, word.
But yeah, I grew up in Vegas. That's where I got into graffiti. And, it's just been a habit for 19 years now.
Is it just graffiti that got you into it, man, or did you start like doodling like everybody else, or what's your...
Nah, man, my friend did graffiti, and like I was just some punk kid, right? So I was like 13, and like I'm just some punk kid, and I meet this other guy, and he's just like tagging on shit, and I was like, that looks so fun. I'm gonna start doing that. So I just started writing, you know, drawing random bullshit, like whatever on walls, you know, just like tagging on shit. I don't even know what I was writing half the time, probably. Like, fuck you, or like, fuck this, you know, just like shit like that, like, go fuck yourself. And then kill yourself is one of like the first things I remember tagging a lot. Just like on walls, I just tag kill yourself everywhere. And then so eating Every Cop Dead was two of my homies and me, and then they don't paint no more. They dropped out, and then I just kept writing ECD, so it kind of just stuck with me. So like people call me ECD now because they know it's just me.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I was about to ask. So it originally started off as like a crew or something, or what?
Yeah, it was just me and two other buddies, and they were like, hell yeah, Every Cop Dead crew. And we're like, you know, some punk kids were like, hell yeah, I'm down with that. So I just started writing it on everything, you know. I was like, oh, that's my shit. You know what I mean? That's my people.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, that's what I'm going to rep. So I repped it harder than everyone, and then I was like, wait a minute, I don't really write a name. And they don't write this anymore, so technically it's my name. Because people, I mean, at first, when I first started painting, everybody thought I was a girl, which is great because, you know,
Oh, yeah.
I'm a 6 foot plus dude, so it's like, hell yeah, you think my color schemes make me a girl? Cool. I'll let anyone think what they want. You know what I mean? Because if they don't know you, how are they going to catch you?
Exactly.
I mean, it's like I got plenty of haters too out here in Vegas just from being, you know, dumb shit. I got stuff stolen from me, and it's like personal beef turns into graffiti beef. You know, you start hanging out with graffiti cats, and it's like, I don't trust a lot of people. So I kind of just avoid people with the graffiti thing,
Cool.
which has helped me a lot. Like, actually, right now, I got a beef with someone who I used to live with, and they're just being an asshat about it, trying to blame me for them getting caught. Like, nah, that's not how it works, yo. You got snitched on, so deal with it. Like, someone snitches on you, you know the game. Deny everything.
Yeah, deny,
right?
deny. From my little...
Was it me? You got proof? You got pictures? You got any of that? Nah, it wasn't me. Oh, a random dude in a hoodie? That's not me, man. What? Why would I be right there?
Yeah. In today's society now, it's guilty until proven innocent, though, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's why you just got to deny.
So, man, you said 19 years, bro.
Yep.
Take us back, dude. I mean, you already took us a little bit back. You know how you got the name and everything. You know, but take us back. I mean, I know you said your boys got you into it, but what about the actual graph form that appealed to you, bro?
Oh, it's just like the destruction of things. So I've been always the chaotic, destructive person, right? Like always getting into fights with kids at school. You know what I mean? It's just like that destructive nature. It's like, I want to scribe some windows with rocks. Like that looks so fun. You know, watching that first time I saw that kid do that, I was like, oh shit, that's badass. Like that was like the first time I remember seeing someone do graffiti. It was just him scribing on windows with rocks. So I was like, what? That dude's just tearing shit up. Like, hell yeah. And then, you know, just kind of like blossomed from there. And like, I got really good at, basically I had a heroin habit for a long time and I got really good at stealing. So pretty much all my art supplies, come from that, which, you know, I stopped stealing from my habit and stealing from myself.
Yeah. That's right. That 5-finger discount.
Yeah, I mean, and then it helped me along the way because, you know, I'm not one of those people, like, I'm kind of like, I don't know, I was hopping trains and hitchhiking and shit, so I didn't really have jobs like people think, like, oh, I got a 9 to 5. Like, my first paycheck was when I was like 26. So, like, do the math. I've never paid taxes and I'll be 31 this year.
Oh shit.
You know, I paid taxes for the first time last year because I actually had jobs. You know what I mean? Because I was clean. I was like, I should get a regular job, this and this and that. You know what I mean? Just do the thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Try and build some credit or whatever, you know? Like, because I don't got nothing. Nothing in my name. Never have, never. I don't even know if I will. Eventually, but who cares, right?
Yeah.
But with the graffiti, it's like just being able to get so much supplies so easily and then getting better and better and better at it. It's like, I was able just to use that stuff, you know. And a lot of people are like, how do you go about doing that? It's like, you just got to do it. You know what I mean? It's not like, yeah, you'll get caught. You scared to go to jail? Don't do stuff to where you'll go to jail, right?
Yeah, it's that simple.
I'm gonna put you on pause. I'm gonna walk away for 1 second.
No,
okay,
go
my
for
dog's tripping.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. I'm sorry.
So thank you guys for joining. Today we are joined by ECDoner, or AKA Eating Cops Donuts. So definitely go check him out. Pretty cool cat so far, you know. Awesome graffiti artist. I know he has a store, which we'll get into, a website, I should say. You know what I mean? So we'll get more into that. And definitely, I definitely understand what he's saying as far as graffiti. I mean, when I used to dabble in graffiti, definitely, you know, you would either buy some cheap cans, or eventually I ended up getting a job at like an Ace Hardware, where me and my boys used to work. Yeah, dude.
That's jealousy right there. I've been always wanting to work at Lowe's in the paint department, but I steal too much. So.
Yeah, dude. And it's funny because it's like, you know, it's 5-finger discount. So every time we throw out the trash, we pack the crate, you know, with whatever cans we wanted. We go throw out the trash, leave the crate out there, and on our way out, you know, end of the shift, let's go to the alley, pick it up, and let's go home. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Yeah, dude. So that, and then
I've actually dumpstered random paint, and it's super weird. You're like, why would they throw this away? But maybe it was someone like you, and I came up on their stash.
Maybe, dude. It could have been.
Who knows?
And then Michael.
Yeah, because it was like, I mean, it's not like it was old dollar cans or anything. It was just American accent. And you're like, why would they? What? Random ass colors too. Not even like just tans and grays and stuff. But that was a while back.
Yeah, no, man. This was 22, 23, I think I was at the time. You know?
Cool. How old are you now?
I literally just turned 35 last Wednesday. So, 35, bro.
35. Nice.
Yeah.
I'll be 31 in September, so.
Dude, it'll honestly, it'll be here before you know it, man. I mean, it's already July.
Oh, I believe it. I mean, I'm already 30. I just remember being 15 and being a fucking fuck up and like not going to school anymore and just doing whatever I wanted. So like now I'm 30 and it's like, oh shit. I always tell kids, I'm like, yo, that shit's gonna catch up to you. I mean, I'm too young for this shit. I'm only 30, but like, it'll catch up. You think, oh, I'm just gonna get a job and do this, and it's like, dude, you're gonna be 40 in no time, just like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, I'm glad I didn't go to college and I didn't do all that. Like, I actually just got into this sticker stuff because I pretty much, like I told you, like that person got snitched on. They had my actual name as their nickname.
Oh, okay.
So I moved out. I was like, fuck this, no, bro, later. And now they're mad at me because I jumped the gun on my behalf. Like, I gotta look out for me, dude. I don't give a fuck about nobody. I tell people this shit. I was a heroin addict for 10 years. You think I give a fuck about anyone? Come on. I mean, it's like, I'll be your homie. I'll help you out. Whatever. But, like, the second it comes to, yo, you might go to jail hanging out with this person. I'm out. Fuck this. I'll go to jail on my own terms.
Word.
Not on someone snitching because they're mad about me catching some spots in their little ass town. That's why I fuck Asheville, North Carolina. Whack ass graffiti scene. I'll say that. There's some good artists out there, but the worst graffiti scene. Like, they got amazing artists, right?
Yeah.
But they're not graffiti artists. They're just artists who paint on walls. There's a big difference. People don't understand. It's like, oh, I do legal graffiti. So you paint walls legally. You don't do graffiti. The definition of graffiti is for it to be vandalism, which is illegal and a crime. So if it's not illegal or a crime, it's not graffiti.
Yeah,
that's
guys,
Webster's, right?
Y'all taking notes?
I mean, you seen Infamy? That's the badass fucking graffiti documentary. When T-Lo comes out and he's talking about that, he's like, it's like the jungle, bro. Like the biggest, meanest lion is gonna be the best tagger. It doesn't matter what your shit looks like. If you got more spots than everybody and everybody knows who you are, you got that fame. Because like me, I don't piece. I'm a bomber. Like I'm a bomber and a tagger, so I like fucking shit up. I'm about the numbers game. It's not about the art game. Like all this art bullshit I do, that's just because like, oh, I feel like drawing some art shit right now. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't draw these for nobody else but me. Like this sticker is for me. I might send it to somebody, who knows? I might throw it away. You know, like draw over it. But it's just, you know, for me, it's more so like an outlet for my mental health now, the graffiti. I didn't realize that because I stopped doing it for like, you know, I would tag on stuff, have a marker in my pocket, you know, random shit like that. But it's not like I was going heavy, like stealing paint, this and that. It's like I had a few, you know, fat markers and that was about it. If I ran out, I go get a couple. You know, so it's like I never stopped tagging, but I wasn't out painting. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just kind of dropped off from doing graffiti, which was sad to me because when I got back into it, I lived with the homie and he was just into it. Like, I'm like, damn, bro, like, I miss this shit. Like, you're making me, like, think about when I was younger and shit. Like, so about 2 years ago, I just got back into it heavy. And that's where I'm at now. So it's just like, I appreciate that person coming out of nowhere into my life and, like, helping me out. Even though they're a piece of shit, I appreciate where they came in my life. Weird, right? Yeah. It's like everybody's got the purpose in your life or out of your life. You know what I mean? Like, if you just don't ever talk to someone again, fuck them. They don't matter to you because they weren't important anymore. They held their, I don't even know the word. It's like they did their piece and that's that. Maybe not a piece, but you get what I'm saying. Like, that's it.
It's definitely.
And which is very cool. You know, because I got people, you know, I think I would talk to forever right now. And, like, literally, I have 2 friends, bro, that I talk to. And they live on the other side of the country. I talk to more random people that I never met on Instagram than I have ever in the last year. So, like, basically in the last year, I've been up in my Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, posting pics and all this shit. So, really, all this art's from about the last year and a half. Which is, I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. I come a long way. I look at my old pictures and I'm like, damn, that shit was garbage when I got back into it.
It's like riding a bike, dude.
Oh, definitely, or a skateboard. Like, actually, that's another thing I've been jumping back into, skateboarding, right? So I got Vans tattoos, I got skateboard tattoos on my arm, all that, right? But, like, really, like, I haven't skated for 3 or 4 years. You know, I've ridden it around, whatever, but, like, I went out and skated the other day and I went and ollied up a curb. Man, your muscle memory is not there. It's there, but it's not. Your muscles are weak. You know, you don't realize how much you might not use that ankle muscle or that calf muscle or this or that, or like riding a bike. That shit'll get you quick. Like, oh, I could do this. I used to ride bikes 10 years ago. Like, 10 years ago, bro. Like, what? You better get back into shape. Your stamina's gone. I know that.
For real. Now, as far as I know, you touched on how legal, you know, graffiti artists, you know, with permission laws and whatnot. I mean, what do you actually think about graffiti artists who do go that route? You know, do you feel like you're any less of a graffiti writer?
I don't think anything of anyone. Like, I got to hold respect for myself more than anything. Like, me personally, I won't do it. It's so hard for me to sell art. Like, I have a website. I've sold some art, but even that, I'm like, I almost feel embarrassed for the price, you know, and it's so low. People are like, you should charge so much more. I'm like, but it's not worth anything. Like, to me, it's not worth money. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see someone smile. I want to hand them my artwork, and they just smile, and they're like, yo, I'm putting this shit up in my bathroom. This shit's gonna look sick in my kitchen. You know what I mean? Like, that's fucking cool. And, like, if someone wants to go paint legal shit, hell yeah. They're getting paid. Fuck yeah, eat that money up. Charge them for extra paint. You know, do all this shit somebody else would. You know what I mean? Paint it nice, make it look good.
You ever tried it? You ever done at least one? Anything legal?
I just actually, yeah, I mean, I've technically done legal stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But it was like inside people's apartments or like a house in someone's room. And you know what I charged them? A pizza and the paint.
There you go.
Because I felt like if you want to feed me, hell yeah, you could feed me and then we'll go from there.
Oh, work.
You buy me the paint, I get some food, that's that.
Give me a place to bomb, feed me, supply me the supplies, and that's it.
Yeah, and it was actually really cool. The rooms I did, okay, so it's for a Jewish family. Super random why I'm saying that, right? It might seem that way, right? But this is my family I grew up with. Like, I call her my aunt. You know what I mean? So, like, I did it for my aunt, basically. So my aunt's side of the family is Jewish. And all the names had eyes in them. So I put the candle, like, you know what I mean? And I was like, hey, can I do candles for the eyes? And that'd be sick. And I'd never painted anything like that. So that was, me doing that work. I actually branched out my art. You know what I mean? I actually, like, I was like, oh, this is a little harder than I thought it'd be. You know what I mean? But I made it look good. And that's all, that's what really counts. Making it look good. Someone walking in their room and they smile. They're like, this is sick. Like, I love it. Like, one of the names was Riley and Bailey was the other name. So they both have eyes. And then actually the third one I did, her name was Jessie. So I did the eye in that name too. So all three of their rooms had my artwork in it, which was sick,
Nice. Hell yeah.
So, I can respect it. But, like, where I'm at now in my life, it's like I can make my money elsewhere. I'm definitely not one of those people charging, like, $600 for a fucking canvas that's, like, 14 by 16. And you're like, yo, what? It's not even framed, homie. Tripping.
Man,
and unframed.
I mean, we all got to start somewhere, man.
Hey, and you know what made me really happy this morning?
What is
your DuckTales drawing.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Bro, I used to watch that shit when I was a kid. Not many people can really say that. Like, I remember that dude coming out, me being like, what in the hell is this robot duck doing, yo? Who is this? And he's just zipping around doing his crazy shit. And he's going, I can't remember what he would say, but, like, that shit made me smile earlier so much. I was showing my mom. I was like, yo, Mom, check this shit out. You remember this? She was like, what? She was like, that's cool. Like, I mean, that's how she is, though, but it is what it is. She digs the art, which is cool.
Cool.
She definitely has some respect. And, like, actually, she'll let me paint. I can actually paint in her backyard where I stay. Because I just moved back in with my mom. I ain't going to lie. Like, I'd save money,
Yeah.
Because I had an apartment in North Carolina. Me and my girl broke up, and it was like, bye-bye, I'm out. You can keep this. My name wasn't in anything, so bye-bye. Kind of convenient that way.
No, yeah. Just being able to pick up and go, man. It's always a blessing.
Where are you out of right now?
I am from the suburb, literally right next to Chicago. I'm like
okay, that's what I remember you saying that before. Yeah, I've seen a couple of these interviews, and I remember. Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, I'm like borderline Chicago. If you're downtown Chicago and you go west, I'm literally like the first suburb going west on that, and it's called Cicero. It's actually, fun fact, it's literally the same Cicero that Al Capone ran back in the early 1900s.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So Al Capone lived somewhere around here, man. I'm not even too sure, man, but I mean, it's whatever.
I got robbed in Chicago in 2009.
Shit.
I had Hey, it was the most fun I ever had, bro. I hitchhiked from Vegas to Chicago to see the Dead Milkmen for Riot Fest. I
Oh shit.
snuck in. I got to sneak in to see the Dead Milkmen, and 2 days later, I got robbed. But I was
Oh
having
dude.
the most fun I've ever had when we got robbed. I didn't even care because it wasn't like in person getting robbed. Like all the shit in the car got stolen. So it
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
like, hey, give me your shit like I've had happen before, like gun to the back of my neck type shit. But it was like, fuck it, dude. We didn't have to deal with nobody. We got robbed. Like, who cares? Like, they opened your door that was unlocked. Like, you don't have a broken window. There's no broken window, nothing. So it's like, who cares?
That was your bad. You
Fun.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you didn't lock the door, but it's like none of my and my camera got stolen. But it's like I had this nice Pentax that was super
Oh
badass
yeah, yeah.
camera, but like, that got taken. You know, it's like a
Oh
$700 camera, but still, like shit happens.
yeah.
Funny thing is, we had like 40 hits of acid, right? That got stolen too,
Oh.
and it was in this eyeglass like makeup bag that our friend Amy had. 2 days later, we're locked out of the car, parked in the same spot, as funny as it
Oh.
is. I go to look in the trash can for something to wedge the window, right? Just to wedge it, just shove our arm in or something. Because it was like cracked like that much open.
Okay.
So I fucking go in the trash can and her glasses bag is in the trash can with some of
What?
our shit.
What?
And I'm like freaking out. And we're sitting there hugging in the rain. Me and my friend Amy just like hugging there in the rain,
Pop
just
it.
like,
Pop
yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, we didn't take any until like weeks later, but it was like, hey, we got it back. You know what I mean? It was one of those like, damn, we lost that. We just wasted our money, like chopped that up to the game, like fuck it. And then we got it back. So it's like, damn, you never know what's gonna happen.
Oh, word.
But don't do drugs, kids.
That I was about to say that, dude. You read my mind. Chatting with them, we don't promote
Right?
drugs.
We gotta have a PSA of some sort, you know what I mean? They're not good for you.
Drugs are
I
bad.
mean, and it's
Say
like,
no to drugs.
and especially like with something like acid, it's 2020. You don't know what you're taking. Like, do you have a test for it? Like, how are you going to test what that is? Like, you have no idea what chemical. It's like taking random pills. Don't ever do that. If you find some shit, just dispose of it. Like, be smart.
Now, when it comes down to like graffiti art or any art in general, dude, do you have like any people that influence you, bro?
Basquiat and T-Loc from TKO. And then Rhyme MSK. He's an amazing cartoonist graffiti artist. Like Jersey Joe is another name that he goes by.
Okay.
But like just amazing. I mean, he's like AWRMSK stuff, but like that's about as high as like those type people I would go. And then like actually like Earsnot, just like a tagger. That's like a big influence. When I saw him, I was like, oh wow, this dude's sick. This dude's getting with it.
Joe. What's your art schedule like, dude? Or how do you manage your time? Is it something where you come home and you're like, oh well, I'm a sit down for a couple
I
hours
mostly draw. So I got a routine. Like in the morning, I wake up, and you know how most people have their like, I drink a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I draw a sticker.
Nice.
Like I smoke my cigarette, come back inside, drink a drink, and draw a bit. And then I might not finish the sticker, you know what I mean? But it's like I'll get one started. And then later that night, like I'll do whatever I do throughout the day, and then I don't know, whenever I'm getting winding down, like say, sometimes it's 10 o'clock, sometimes it's 8 o'clock, right? Who knows?
Yeah.
But like sometimes I'll draw until like 2 in the morning and be like, damn, I'm fucking still awake. Like what the fuck, right?
No word.
But it is what it is. So mostly at night and in the morning. You know, it's like I have a habitual, like I need to draw for my mental health, which helps.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think.
And a lot of people they just don't understand that.
No, I mean, you're preaching to the choir here, dude. I mean, I think anybody who's watching the show, if you're an artist yourself, then I think it's very fucking therapeutic. You know, I mean,
if anything,
it is for me. You know, I'm having a stressful day, dude. But as soon as I grab that pencil or that color or whatnot, dude, my mind goes blank.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, my mind goes blank, and
you just start going into the colors, and the next thing you know, it's hours later, and you're like, damn, I feel better.
Yep. like, what the hell was I mad about? Who cares, you know?
Nothing.
Right. Man, any crazy stories, dude?
Oh shit. Yeah. Plenty of crazy stories.
Give me the most craziest or the wildest one, you know?
All right, so I'm painting a freeway sign with my homie Ubi, right? That's what he tagged. And I'm like 19, right? And I'm like, that's like, it's like 08, 09, that year, you know, 08 or 09 probably. I think it was 09 when we did that. Yeah, because he got it. Yeah, so it was 09. And I'm painting in Las Vegas. It's called the Rainbow Curve. And so there's a rainbow sign. It says Rainbow Boulevard for the exit. I was able to climb up on the retention wall on the side of the freeway and then get up on that shit, right?
Yeah.
Some security guards saw us. I popped the light off, all that shit, right? So there's no light on this green sign at night when I'm painting it. But I was painting silver and black. So, like, that silver was popping.
Oh, yeah.
You're driving by on the freeway, you see that shit. You're like, I can still see the buff to today.
Oh, wow.
You like, to this day, you could still see the buff if you know it's there. Like, I can see my outline of my E and my C. I can't really see the D because they cleaned it better, but it's further out on the E and the C.
Yeah.
Because I went all the way. I went all the way to the end and started because my homie was like, hey, let me get the middle. And I was like, you don't want to climb out, huh? He's like, nah. And I was like, I got you. But it's just like funny to me, you know? It's like, whatever. I'll do this shit all day. I love climbing stuff. So security guard comes. He calls the cops. We're on the wall trying to get down and finished our stuff. We didn't even know he was there.
Oh, dang.
And he goes one way and I go one way. And I went the bad way. I said, hey, homie, go that way. You'll be good. I'll fucking run from the cops. Fuck it. I'll take the blame if anything. You know what I mean? He just got into it. It's like, you only been painting like a month, bro. Like, I've been doing this years. Like, I don't trust you to talk to the cops kind of thing. Like, in my mind, I was like, I'll take the blame. That fool ends up getting caught. I'm hiding from dogs in some bushes. I can see the cop cars, the tires of the cop car underneath this car in this house that I'm at in the front yard. I'm there for like an hour, bro, just like curled up in a ball in these crazy looking bushes, getting stabbed by some shit. And like, next thing I know, all the cops are just gone. They just leave. No lights no more, no dogs walking around, nothing. So I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like, are they trying to trap me? Like, they're at the end of the neighborhood just waiting for me to walk out. So I get up and I'm kind of like sneaking around this person's house because I'm in their front yard. Oh, so I go into their backyard real quick, right? And I'm like, shit, I hope they don't got a dog. I'm looking around. I'm like, all right, there's no dog shit on the ground because I've had dogs my whole life. So I'm like, I know where to look, see if they got a dog. I'm going to look on the ground. So I sit there for a bit, probably like 15, 20 minutes. I mean, this is an hour and a half later after the cops initially came. Wow. You know, because by the time I walked up the street a bit, after about the 20 minutes, and there's an abandoned house like 3 or 4 houses up for sale. So I just go in that backyard like, fuck it, no one lives here. Fucking doors open in the back. So I just hop in the back, inside the house, pass out, take off my hoodie and just fucking use it as a pillow and pass out. Fuck it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Wake up, it's morning time, and I'm like, all right. I'm walking out of that neighborhood the most nervous I've ever been in my entire life. And it's hours and hours and hours later. And it's so funny because I went the opposite way of my house just so I could see the spot. Someone had a picture actually on a 12-ounce Profit before it was taken down. And I'm so sad about that because it's like this was before screenshots and all that stuff. So it's like I don't have none of that. Like all my pictures I had on 12-ounce Profit, gone. I mean, that's hundreds of people, though, like, that lost a bunch of info on that because it was gang-related. Like, how are they going to take down a website because it's gang and violence influence?
It's America.
True.
It's America.
True. But, yeah, the homie got caught, and the homie didn't say anything. He got a year probation. And they were like, you were tagging. He was like, no, I wasn't. Straight up the whole time, what was I tagging, right? Yeah. And they couldn't prove anything. You know what I mean? Because half the time, cops can't read my shit, ECD. They look at it like eco or this, you know, some other random shit, right? So hell yeah, you can't read weird letters anyway when they're all bubbly and shit because they're cops. They don't do this shit. It's like somebody's parents when they're like, what in the hell does this say? And you're like explaining it to them, but they're like, I don't get it. And it's like, okay, I understand. You know what I mean? I understand that. You don't look at this stuff all the time like we do. It's definitely something you pick up on.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
so
that's definitely
it takes
true.
time.
What about
which is the fun thing about it?
So what ended up happening with your boy there? He still kept going?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, actually, he kind of gave up on the painting.
Oh.
Yeah, because he got a good job. You know, he's on probation, so it's like that year probation kind of. If he didn't get that good job, I swear he'd still be painting.
All right.
Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things where I feel like that dude would paint still. But hey, it's not for everybody.
Oh, word.
It's like me. It's funny, man. Like, okay, so I was living in Asheville, right? My mom comes to visit me, you know? She's driving around, not even with me, texting me like, how come I keep seeing your tags everywhere, asshole? And I was like, yo, I haven't tagged in like 2 months out here because of what happened. I told her, you know, hey, we got snitched on. Like, I haven't been painting. You know, I'm pretty honest with my mom. There ain't no lying there. Which most people are like, how could you be so honest with your mom like that? It's like, dude, I've been to jail. I almost went to prison for 10 years and my mom had my back. So that's my stone, you know what I mean? I need her. So mad respect to people's moms who support their graffiti or their art or whatever you do, sports, any of that stuff. If your mom supports you in any way, like, hey, at least you got a good supportive mom. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about just being supportive.
Oh, word. What about for, I mean, it happens to everybody, bro. I mean, as far as like writing, no matter what it is, but like your batteries, your creative batteries, how do you recharge them? I'm pretty sure you've sat there before.
What's that?
Like, how do you recharge your creative batteries?
Oh,
it's like, have you ever had like writer's block?
Oh yeah, I just had one for like 2 weeks. I mean, like, and like, I don't know, it's just the weirdest thing. I just let it ride.
Cool.
I won't draw. I guess I didn't do it for so long, I can take a week or two break and it doesn't affect me. You know, I might draw or tag on, like, when that happens, you know what I'll do? I'll just start tagging on stickers. Just straight tags. Just, like, busting out a bunch of, like, hello, my name is tags. Because really, like, you're practicing, but you're not really getting artistic. Does that make sense?
Yeah, word.
So me, I'll, like, say, like, this one. This is probably one of those ones where I was, like, not wanting to feel artistic, but still wanted to do something. Actually, and then I did this one the other day too as well. So I was trying something different, you know, just like, and it's like, I don't know, I never really got into the piecing and stuff like that. So it's now that I have all these markers, I'm using them. You know, before I would just tag on shit with all these markers. And people would be like, yo, what are you doing with decos tagging on stuff? Like, what? That's not what they're for. And it's like, what do you mean it's a marker?
Yeah, word.
And, you know, that's how some people are. A marker's a marker. It don't matter if it's a fine tip Sharpie or if it's, you know, a fat cap on a can. You know, a tag is a tag.
Favorite
get it
style? No, I get you. Favorite style of cap?
Oh, man. I just had it. Okay, so I was painting this thing for my mom, and I realized I only have New York Fats. Right? Yeah. I'm like a New York fat person because I'm a bomber, so it's like that, you know, that fat cap style just looks so good, and then you can get your tags with some nice flares. You know, you get these nice flary tags and shit, pinches and all that, but it's like New York fats and thins all day. And then honestly, these new caps they were coming out with, I don't even know the names of half of them, but like I found this skin tone one, and it was amazing. And it's like, I don't even know what type of cap it is, so I gotta like look for it online.
Word.
And I noticed a bunch of different companies now have a bunch of different styles of caps. Like different colors of New York Fats and different, you know, they'll be like, I see red, purple, green. They got the yellow Lego caps are pretty new. Like what? I think Lego caps, they've only been around a couple of years, right?
Man, to be honest with you,
because honestly, I'd never heard of them until recently. But I kind of been out of the game. But it's like I feel like I would have seen something like that.
Yeah, man. I mean, at least for me, I've been out of the graffiti game for a while now, dude. At least 10 years since I picked up a can. Actually, no,
Oh, wow.
I'm lying. No, I'm not lying. Yeah, it's been at least 10 years, dude. The last time I did it was a permission style as well. It was a friend. It was a friend of my brother-in-law's. They had a party going on. It was supposed to be like a whole '80s theme party, and they had just bought their house, and they wanted to deck out the entire basement in graffiti. So I think that was the last time I actually.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's pretty cool because these guys they're freaking rich, dude. They literally. You remember the movie Breakin'? You ever see Breakin' or Electric Boogaloo, Ozone,
No.
Turbo and Ozone? Oh, dude. Well, go back. We actually met one of the dudes there. So that was pretty dope. A Shabadoo. Nah, does it ring a bell? It's this.
You're gonna have to send me all this info. I'm interested though.
Yeah. It was an old school an '80s hip hop movie. You know, when breaking in the '80s was going on. You know, they had like Beat Street, Wild Style. It's a dope.
I've seen Wild Style. Yeah. I got a couple homies that are like into the breaking stuff, and there's like 2 crews out here, and I got a homie that I went to high school with that's in all that, but it's like I don't know him anymore. You know what I mean? It's like we haven't seen each other in 15 plus years, so it's like when I did see him recently, it was like, damn, you're still breakdancing, bro? That's sick. Yeah, like what?
You know, and that's which you know, and so they actually ended up flying dude over. He was a pop locker, which is those people that do the waves and stuff, you know, the robot and stuff. Yeah. They flew him over. He was out there, and I was like, "Oh shit!" You know, it's like this guy. I used to b-boy, so I was like, "Oh shit, this guy."
Oh, cool.
You know, it's like I used to see your.
So he's like one of those idols to you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
like in a way, like how people look up to people and they're like, "That dude's badass, bro." Like that's the dude.
Yeah, I wasn't starstruck or anything, but I'm like, "Oh, that's dope, dude." You know, I'm like, "Oh, these guys."
No, yeah, I feel that. I've actually met one of my favorite. Actually, so do you know punk music at all?
A bit, like Blink.
Okay, have you ever heard of the band?
All that.
Okay, so there's a band called DRI, Dirty Rotten Imbeciles.
Okay.
They're like a metal thrash crossover band, right? And they were playing Flagstaff, Arizona, right? And I went out to go see them because I got homies out there. We get a call from our friend Jason, who's from San Diego. And he's like, "Hey, do you know anyone who could play drums or guitar for DRI? They need someone to fill in." And we're like, "Nate, hit up Nate." And we happen to be in the car with Nate. And Jason's like, hit up Nate. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm with him right now. I'm with Hobbit and Nate right now. Nice. So basically, these guys meet up with us, and I'm just smoking with them, and I'm smoking bowls with them and stuff. And like in my mind, I'm just like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Like these dudes are from the '80s, like crazy big, and like every punk I know knows this band. You know what I mean? Like I've never met a person who likes punk and they're like, "Oh, I hate DRI. I'm not into that." It's like, I don't know, man. They just got that energy where everybody seems to dig it. So when we're hanging out with them, they were just normal people, which was so nice. Like they didn't act like stars, which was cool.
They're very down.
You know what I mean? So it's like we weren't starstruck or anything, but it's like my homie got to play drums for DRI, and I got to see that. Like that's the moment you should it's like stuff you never know what's going to happen or how, just because you know this random person or this or that. And it's funny, actually, the kid Jason, he's like a little bit older than me, but he's like this tiny, like 5'2", all decked out with piercings. Like me too, I got facial, all kinds of crazy piercings and shit too. But like one day we're going out to paint, and he's like, "Yo, I want to fucking go with you guys." And we're like, "Damn, like you don't got no paint, like guarantee." You know what I mean? It's like one of those things where you're like, "All right, I already know you don't have paint. You don't paint." You know, so it's like, I'll give you some paint. Hey, you want to give Jason some paint? The homie's like, yeah, sure, I don't give a fuck. We'll give him 2 cans each. You know, have 4 cans. Like, he's good. So we give him, like, I don't know, Rusto Sail Blue, the yellow, Rusto Yellow, and then what else we give him? Silver, like metallic silver Rusto, and I think a white. Just like, you know, he give him a white. You know, give him something simple, and it's like the white. This fool paints like, so I guess he was listening to a lot of Anthrax and like, shit, what's the other one? One, you know, like old school, like thrash kind of powery kind of bands like that. So he freaking draws these chains, and we're on this bridge, like, so it's like an underpass bridge, so it has the big pillars, and he takes up one of the pillars, and it's probably like, I don't know, maybe like 10, 12 feet. He does this badass fucking silver chains with blue outline, and they're all in like in pieces. It was broken. Okay. Right? And then he had these hands coming up out of the ground with the white and the like the yellow, like textured. And then he used the blue to outline that as well. And then he just kind of like, we're looking at it, and me and my homie are like, yo, you should just come paint like shit around our bombs when we go paint. Like, I was like, you should be my like aesthetic person. And he was like, that would be sick. Because like back then I was doing straight like 3-letter bomb, outline, like a little bit of shadow. You know what I mean? Just like the fat cap worth of shadow. You know what I mean? I'm talking numbers where it's like, this can's going to last me 5 bombs. You know what I mean? It's like, people are like, how are you going to do that? It's like, 1, I tag 3 letters. 2, if I don't shadow too much, that's whatever. Sometimes I didn't even shadow. It's like, screw it. I got to go. And then I do the like force field. That's what we call it. Like the green on this one. So I do that. So it'd be super basic. But then when he painted that with us, I was like, damn, it kind of opened my eyes. Like, so I started doing like the bubbles. You know how people get into it. It's like you try bubbles and then you do those offshoot squares or something. And then like, oh, let me try and do the drips that I've seen. And it's like you kind of go through the motions of the simple stuff, I would say, which isn't even simple. Like when it comes down to it, drawing lines that look nice is not easy.
Yeah, it's very it's a lot of hard work. Well, not hard work, but it's practice. You know what I mean, for that cleanliness.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, I get that. What's
so actually so I am in a crew that's not a crew. It's like a fake crew, right? So like a couple of people I know, they'll tag it, whatever. So it's the 1312. But you know what that means. You know, ACAB, right? So me, in my head, I'm like, how come I've never seen a ACAB crew or like 1312 crew or like, just cause it's like, I know you can't take that and own it. Like, oh, I invented this. Like, there's no way. That shit's been around for who knows how long. But like me, it's like 1312K. Like, I'll rep that alone. Like, who cares? I'm always anti-cop, forever and always. So it's like, technically, that's my crew. But it's not even a crew, so. Because I remember earlier you were asking about the crew stuff and all that.
Yeah, word. What piece of advice would you give somebody wanting to get into graffiti, dude?
Okay, so if, like, wait, re-ask that? Sorry. It cut out. The last part.
Like somebody getting into graffiti, like, hey, I want to try graffiti, you know? Either.
So I have a few people I talk to on here on Instagram, and like, you know, every time I get a follow, I say the same thing. Thanks for the follow. And I do it with a PH, PHOLLOW, the follows, just as a joke. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Sometimes people are like, hey, you can't spell and all this shit. But like, I got a few people I talk to, and they'll tell me like, oh, I've been tagging for 2 or 3 weeks. And this is what I say every time. Hey, don't just give up. Straight up, you're gonna suck for a while. You're not gonna be amazing. Trust me. I feel like I still suck. I hate everything you know what I mean? That's how I give them the spiel. Like, you're not gonna like everything you draw. That's an artist's mentality. And your best bet is to not like think that you have to be on a same level as anyone else. Like, you're not in a competition with anyone. No one is competing with you if you're just doing it for yourself. And if you do it for yourself, you'll eventually get better because you enjoy and love it. And most things that people enjoy and love, they get really good at, or they just know it front to back. You know what I mean? It's like no matter what you're doing. So to me, it's just be consistent, you know, every day, like set goals, you know what I mean? Like it took me a while to get this style, you know what I mean? Figure out what to do. And like, I just started doing these like inside accent kind of lines, just trying it out. You know what I mean? It's like, don't be scared to try something you've never seen. Like this one, I've never really drawn something like that. You know what I mean? With the weird like line dot dot line dot dot. You know what I mean? But I'd seen someone do it, not exactly how I did it, but I kind of was like, I'm gonna bite that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try something like that. That's kind of cool. I like the way that looks. I mean, they did it completely different than how I did, but like, I definitely take influence off other artists. And I do not like when people say, "Oh, you're biting on that fool," like you're copying this. I mean, if you have the exact, like if someone came out and they tagged eco and they were trying to write eco and it just looked like this without this freaking top line and this, like, come on, bro. Like, really? That would be, you know, that's something a little different. But if it's like, how many ways can you bubble letter an E? How many ways, you know what I mean? There's like only so many styles of simplicity to where, you know, you kind of have to take influence from others and not think that it's not okay. So, I mean, even ask. You could ask people. I've done that. Like, hey, would you mind if I tried your style that you do? And some people are like, yeah, bro, go for it. You know? So what I'll do is when I do that, I'll do their name and my name. So it's like a name swap. You know what I mean? So it's not like, so it's not like you're just stealing their stuff. Like I'll try it in their name first. Because it's like, okay, I'm getting a feel of how you did it with your letters. It's not even my letters, you know? So
and it's
basically just
it's dope. I'm sorry to cut you off, but
no, you're good.
Yeah, it's dope because it's like you kind of went into the next question, which I was about to ask, which is biting. You know, it's all like and biting, coming up with your style, and kind of taking that criticism, all kind of intertwines into this whole graffiti thing. You know what I mean? That's dope.
Oh yeah,
like
and it's
that.
like
That's clean as fuck, right?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my baby. You know what I mean? Like this is my bomb. Like I've been doing this one for about like 17, 16 years. I've had that locked. You know what I mean? And people just like, I get a lot of compliments on it. Because people are like, yo, it's super clean, it's fresh, it's simple, it's legible. I mean, what more do you want? And it's like, it took me so long. And it's like, people don't understand. It's like I was saying with those lines, it's like, dude, that this one sticker probably took 35 minutes. You know what I mean? Just getting those, covering those white lines again. White, you know what I mean? And white's so hard to work with.
Yeah, it is.
So if anyone's asking about what white markers I recommend Posca White. It's hands down the best I've used. Or the, here it is, the golden high flow acrylics. These are awesome refills. They're about, I don't know, like $4 to $6 at Michael's, but they're amazing. And I have tons of them. So, I mean, they come in all kinds of colors, and I love their black as well, which is just amazing. But, so yeah, I mean, bite off people. That's what I say. I mean, just don't be an asshole about it. Don't claim it as your own. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I got the idea off this dude. You know, check out their stuff. So it's kind of, whatever. Just be honest with people. Don't lie about it. Like, that's what gets you. You get caught up in lying about biting, and someone's like, yo, fool, like, check this out. Like, they're biting you, and it's, like, actually the other way around.
Hey, if anybody, we're also, ECD, well, we're getting down to, like, the last 5-6 minutes. So we'll probably we'll take a question or two if you guys just drop it either on that little question mark card stack thing or just post it up on the chat here as we go. We'll take a couple. Tone Deaf guy earlier, he asked how did we both get into tagging. Definitely you're gonna want to check out this interview again from the beginning where we get into that.
So these are some more of these high flow acrylics, all kinds of colors. So, you know, my bucket. And then, you know, more random stuff that's open.
What's the one piece you always carry with you? There it is.
I always got a Presto. I either have a Presto or this bad boy. My scribe pen.
Okay.
I love these things. Bathroom windows are, you know, they're going down. Boy, yeah.
For me, it's even to this day, I still carry a little scribe with me. So
that's what that is, like a tiny scribe, and it's like it's just had a habit. And actually, lately, if I can find it, it might be in a somewhere random. Because actually, I've gotten a car wreck, so some of my stuff's kind of spread out. But I have this weird ink marker I got from at the Paint Hook. If any, you know, he sells stuff, and it's called at the at symbol, that Paint Hook. And dude sells awesome stuff. And I got this sweet marker from him, but I can't find it right now. It's just like, I love it. It's just so nice and inky. You know what I mean? Like, I like a nice inky marker where when you dab it down, it's like, you know, it's good. And it bleeds through, which I love as well. Bleed throughs are just, you know, buy them.
Let's get into the last 3 minutes of the show. Let's get into fire blasting round. How about that? Rapid questions.
What's that? Yeah.
Rapid. I'm gonna ask you 10. Well, I'm gonna tailor it to you. So I'm gonna ask you some questions. You just no backstory. First answer that comes to your head, man. First one. What song makes you instantly happy, bro?
Song?
Yeah. What song?
Oh man, Queen, You're My Best Friend.
Ah, nice. What music do you dislike or hate the most?
Ignorant music.
Ignorant music.
I feel like you've never gotten that answer, but no, if it's ignorant, I'm not into it.
No, I never got it. I don't even know what that means, man. But
well, it's not a style or a brand, but it's like I kind of like everything. So I mean, if it's just ignorant or just, you know, disgusting, you know, like hateful bullshit, like fuck it, I'm not into it. We'll pass.
Favorite curse word?
Fuck.
No. What profession would you like to do in your lifetime?
Oh man, I'm already doing it.
Nice.
Or I've already done it. All
right, good answer. Last one, just to finish it off, man. Not sure if you're a religious person. If you are, or even if you're not, man, let's just say heaven exists. What would you like God to say when you arrive there?
What's up? No, okay, so like if I was to roll up, I mean, I guess, would you like a drink? Because I feel like I'd be thirsty.
There you go.
Like I just died. Maybe you have to walk up to heaven or something. It's like the last, like, if you can make it, you make it or something. Yeah, like, I don't know. So like, yeah, I'd probably wanted to ask me if I wanted a drink.
Nice.
And I would probably get a nice ice cold Dr. Pepper. So
there you go.
If anyone was curious.
And last question, last 1 minute of the show. Indica or sativa?
Ooh, okay, so damn, it just depends on the mood. I'm gonna say sativa, just cause.
Damn, look at that.
So this is 10 that I rolled out with, and I'm gonna send this to the homie in Cali because he claimed it. He was like, I want that, and I was like, it's yours. So I'm gonna be doing more of those for people. So anyone that is, you know, looking to do a trade, you'll be getting one of these at either 5 connected or 10 connected.
Sweet. Well, there it is, dude. Last seconds of the show, man. Thank you. Thanks again for coming on, bro. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
With you. It was awesome getting to know you, man. Definitely, you're welcome back. Usually give
Hell yeah, I'd love to come back.
Yeah, definitely. There was a lot of questions I didn't get to, man, just because it was, my first time talking to you. But thanks again, dude.
Hey, yeah.
And
I really appreciate it a lot.
word. And guys, make sure you guys are following Eating Cops Donuts. Definitely check that out. Check out next guest, the talented Mr. Dion, next Monday. And that's pretty much it.
Nice.
We'll have Queen take us out. Laters, guys.